What is the best way to play Super Mario 64? On my most popular video that made me gain a lot of subscribers and gave me a lot of motivation to make more videos on this channel, the opinions on the look of the game differed. On the one hand, a lot of people enjoyed the updated graphics and said this is what Super Mario 3D All-Stars should have been. On the other hand, there were also quite a couple of comments that said this looks wrong, I prefer the original look. Thankfully, with the SM64 Builder tool, we have all the options we want. They updated the program, so I will post an updated tutorial on how to install and recompile Super Mario 64 for PC, especially with the Render 96 mod. You can select all graphical updates, that means models, textures, 60 frames per second, etc. Or you can just recompile it with the old normal graphics, that means 30 FPS, normal textures, normal models, etc. But I kind of stand in the middle of these two. I like the upgraded textures, but not the HD models. I like 60 FPS sometimes, then other times I don't. So maybe you're like me and you want a compromise between these two extremes. In the program we have options that are just personal preference, like better or free camera, that just uses a control stick rather than digital buttons that change the camera angle by a given amount. My preference is the normal camera system, but you can choose whichever option fits your taste best. Another option is no drawing distance. I think this is a no-brainer and we can definitely just enable this option. The rest of these options is just preference, so I'm going to skip them. Now for the graphical options that determine the look of the game. I think these options are the best compromise between ultra upgraded graphics and the vanilla game. I'm choosing the Render 96X repository and the master branch. Here we have the models options, and I have to agree with the comments that say they don't like the upgraded models. In my opinion, they look a little bit off and don't fit the regular style of the game. This problem also occurs in the most low poly retro games, where people create high resolution texture packs for them, and it doesn't look right because the game still looks low poly and the high res textures just seem very off. This brings me right to the next option, the textures. I believe in this game high resolution textures are not inherently bad looking, though in my opinion they have to be faithful to the original textures. So I think you should choose either SM64 Redrawn, Cleaner Aesthetics, N64 Faithful or Render 96. Now we come to the last options. Here we have the patches. I will choose 60 FPS, leave ending screen, so you can restart the game without closing the program entirely, exit to main menu, star select delay. The PC port has such low loading times that the voices in the star select screen get cut off when you select the star, and dynamic options system. This will allow for easier in-game option management. And here we have an overview of all the options we selected. And that is basically it. Now I recompile it with these options and show you how it looks.
Let's go! Here we go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here I enabled some cheats and had fun with it.
Here we go!
Let's see how high we can go. Be careful if you are sensitive to fast flashing images. Here I enabled super speed, and indeed he reached super speed.